right, Ishes, my favorite time of day.
FAFA time.
FAFA.
All right. So, Lay,
Yep.
can we please get a story from you guys that's either funny, awkward, or fucking awesome?
We you know, it's funny you say that because we had a very awkward scenario one time.
Only once?
Yeah, just one time that was the only awkward scenario. No, there's been plenty of it. It's funny because in the lifestyle, you do come across a lot of awkward scenarios.
It happens.
And you don't know how to navigate that.
Dude.
Do I like this? Do I not like this? Is this something that I want to do or not?
Especially like first time hookups.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, if it's not like a recurring thing, you know, because it's sort of like
The first time,
like,
sometimes
you know.
it's getting past that first time so that you don't feel that awkwardness.
right.
Yeah. So we were actually, went to a club one time where it was an actual lifestyle event, meet and greet for a kick group. And
Okay.
This is when we were first kind of testing the waters a little bit. Everything was just kind of relatively not new. We have played before,
Okay.
but this
But
was
not with like groups, like
Yeah,
people that
like
you
just
chat with and now
yeah,
you're
yeah.
physically meeting them.
Okay.
Like we hadn't done that. It was like, hey, we go out, we meet, and
then fuck.
and
Okay.
lifestyle.
Yeah. And you know what's weird about that? It's like until I met these groups, we didn't know they existed.
Right.
I know, right?
And now groups are huge. That's where you find everybody.
Yeah.
And it's such a great time. And I love the level of respect when you go out in public and everybody understands. We're in the lifestyle, but we don't have to be out here, you know, with dicks on our face and shit. You know?
Right. It's not all about sex, even though that's what we're here for.
We're in the same similar situation.
We have our kings. But, so we went to a lifestyle group gathering one time, and it was actually at a very well-known club, Temple.
Okay.
And,
Oh, yeah.
And they did the whole upstairs was nothing but lifestyle group, and in there we found a very young couple, and it was funny because we were sitting there and we were watching, having a good time, and you know she's getting it, and
White girl dancing. He's saying, like,
Okay, she
I was
was
standing
getting
there
it.
awkward.
yeah, so-
Let's be real here.
and I could tell that this couple was kind of like migrating towards us.
Okay.
And they weren't by themselves. There was another single female that was kind of migrating towards us. And this was literally like a first time in a group setting like this.
Okay.
And so we didn't know how to act, what to say. So we just defaulted to being friendly. And it's like, hey, hi, I'm here. And we started talking, and the girl in the couple was really into us.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it was booty, you know, dancing.
I have a type.
She does have a type. I have a type too. Booty. But she started making out with her, and I'm like, oh, okay, so this is going 0 to 60 like really fast.
Right.
Like,
And there hadn't even been any conversations yet to this point?
No.
Okay.
No.
we don't really like know them. We just say,
Right.
hi, I'm so and so, you're so and so, and
We
this
were
is-
saying hi.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like,
in the best
hi,
way possible.
ass, you know? And so everything was going good. Eventually, we started talking, and I'm a very respectful person, regardless, and I want to make sure that the male person understands where I'm coming from in any scenario. So I will talk to the guy and, hey, are you okay with this? My girl is really feeling your girl, and I'm feeling your girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he goes, oh yeah, I'm okay with it. This will be our first time doing anything. I'm like,
Oh.
yeah. So I'm like,
So he says he's fine, but is he?
it's always a hard spot to be at.
Yeah, because the first timers is like a red flag. It's like, oh, I don't want to be here for the drama that might possibly ensue once you realize that this isn't exactly what you were thinking it was going to be.
And I've heard stories in the lifestyle where the couples will get in full-blown arguments.
Right.
Oh
in
yeah.
the middle of it.
We've actually
there.
seen that, and yeah,
It's not fun.
it's not fun
So-
at all.
So we're sitting there and we're talking, and I'm talking with the guy, and I'm really trying to feel him out to see where he's at.
Right.
And I expressed to him that my girl is not really into guys, you know, and if you're okay with that, that's okay, you know, and she might change her mind down the road, and if that's the case, you know, I'm okay with it. So, but she really wasn't into him. Let's just put it that way. And he was really pushing himself, and at that point,
On to you?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So when his girl would grind up on her, and he would try to get up behind and, you know, just pull her in, and when she would kiss her, and then he would try to get a kiss too, and she wasn't like she was giving all the red flags. Like, like, dude, I'm just not into you. Like, I don't know.
Like,
how to
I'm
explain.
really into her, so I don't want you to leave because I'm really into her. But you're not quite picking it up.
There's vagina girls and there's dick girls. Serious.
There's some that are both.
Yeah.
Please.
I mean, you know.
At times.
But at times,
Yes.
Don't forget us little people.
Yeah.
So in reality, it's and that's the thing with her. It's all about vibes, times. Am I feeling this? Is this the right moment for me?
Right.
Okay. Do I feel sexy enough, or whatever the scenario is? And I know this from her because she's expressed numerous times.
Right.
So I've tried. I thought I had that clear with him, but he just wasn't computing that in his head. The only thing he saw was his girl wanted to do something, but he didn't really know how he felt about the scenario. So, make a long story short, what we ended up doing is the club started closing down, and the single girl became like the ambassador for the couples.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just a weird thing. It was like,
Oh.
Okay, no, it's okay. It was a weird thing because it was like, at some point in the night, it got so awkward where we were here and they were there. Yeah, and we didn't know exactly where to go next. So the single girl came in and she became the ambassador. She goes, "You're so cute," and she started bringing us back together.
Okay.
And she was the one who initiated the after party per se.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, cool. You're experiencing the lifestyle. We're not, but here we are, right? So we decided, fuck it, let's go. Let's see what happens, right? We get to the house. Within minutes, it started getting hot and heavy with the girl. And in that moment, the girl was all about us. And she was kissing. And then the single girl decided to take one for the team. And started going for the guy.
Oh.
Yeah. And which was, I didn't understand it if she was really attracted to him, but it was happening, right?
Okay.
And then at one point, she left him and then decided to join us.
Oh, fuck.
And
Son of a
that made
bitch.
scenarios all kinds of awkward.
Oh, yeah, because now there's one solo guy left out.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, even if he's okay with that, that's weird for me when there's just that one solo guy that's sitting there pulling himself. Like, I hate that. Like, especially at the Mon Chalet, that I feel like that happens almost every time we're there.
Yeah.
There's one single dude that's in the corner, just playing with
Watching
himself,
everything.
watching everything.
That's happened to
Probably,
us.
probably like, you know, like 50
Every
to 60.
fucking time.
Was it the first? It was my first night.
Yes.
At the ranch.
And I hate that. I'm like, dude, like, I want you to, I'm glad that you're enjoying the show, but can you enjoy it from like your room?
Exactly. Like, tell you what, let me go get the tripod. We'll post up the camera.
Right?
Yeah.
You can watch it from there.
We'll send it to
I
you.
don't want to moan, look over, and see your face. That way.
Dude. Oh my God.
So it got incredibly awkward in that moment. And as the guy there and two girls on, or three girls at this point on me, I'm like, okay, I kind of started feeling bad. And this is when I learned that that's not a good thing always.
Right.
No.
Yeah, and she felt that same energy, so she decided to take one for the team.
Oh,
Yeah.
girl, you cannot do that.
No.
Oh,
But
no,
you know
no.
what? She was a great trooper about it.
Hey.
And she did, and dude was trying his hardest, but it just
There's
because
a lot of effort.
yeah, he put a lot of effort into it, but she just wasn't into it. It got to the point where she ended up having to fake it, and I know her fakes.
God damn it.
Because I'm married.
God damn it.
Oh, shit.
You can't fake it. Then it gives them fucking false confidence. God damn it.
About a totally awkward scenario. And I'm over
Yes.
here enjoying, and she, the girl that I was with at the moment, was definitely enjoying because it was a huge puddle everywhere. So I'm like,
Everything
okay,
was
so
wet.
we're enjoying it, and you're enjoying it, and she's faking it, and I'm looking over.
God.
Don't
like,
take one for the team.
Dude, and once you hear that too, you're like, oh fuck, that puts you in a whole different mindset. Oh my God, are you faking it now?
When you see a
Oh my
quarterback
God.
and he's seen the whole picture of how the
Yeah.
defense is
Oh,
coming
yeah,
out,
it's coming
that's
out.
what it was happening
Oh,
to me.
God.
I'm like,
You're
oh
like, oh,
fuck, I
God.
gotta do something about this, right? So I looked over at her and I'm like, you okay, baby? What do you want me to do? And she goes, just come over here and come all over my face. And that was the cue. And immediately I did that because I was getting to that point anyways. And I walked over to her, and of course I just
let it go.
Her face, and that was the end of it.
It was done.
It was done. Over with.
Like,
she was like,
yay,
oh, it was amazing.
Done.
Yeah, and, and she does like that at times. I mean, I knew this wasn't one of those times. And now I had to fill in that role. So I filled in that role, and I just, okay, we're here now. And she left her damn shoes at that house. And she never saw them again. It was
good shoes. Favorite shoes?
How the fuck did you leave without
How
shoes?
the fuck did you? I was right. Oh, god damn it.
She's still to this day.
I still think about those shoes.
You don't understand.
How did you
my
leave
God.
without shoes?
So because they were
She's trying to get the
wedges-
fuck out of there.
No,
She was trying to bolt.
She was trying to get the fuck out of there. God damn it.
Fight or flight.
Yep.
I had been in those wedges for like 6 hours. So my feet were like killing me. But because, I travel prepared, we had driven our vehicle back to their house. So in our car, I had my
some
after
flip-flops
go
or some
out.
short shit. Okay.
So I had my flip-flops on, but I took them into the house because that feeling like your feet just are like, don't put anything else on. I was like, I don't want to walk in not looking cute and just flip-flops. Like I got to walk in cute.
Right.
I can use the flip-flops when everything comes off and I'm just throwing things back on. Like it'll look natural.
It's part of your BYOS bag.
Right.
Like bring your own shit. I always bring because usually you go out in a hot dress or something like that because we'll go to dinner before.
Yeah.
But then we get to the club, so I switch to lingerie.
Yeah.
And then I got to drive home, and I know it's going to be my luck that one time that I'm like, I'm not going to change for my lingerie or put on a coat that I'll get pulled over or some shit. And they'll be like, what the fuck are you wearing right now?
Hey, you'll probably get out of your
I was going to say,
Just
no
saying.
cop in the world is going to be like, you know what, ma'am? No.
So now my favorite thing is to pack like a onesie, like a unicorn onesie or one of my onesies, and then I just throw it on.
Throw it in the car. Throw it in the car. Slippers, all the good things.
That's the sore spot every time I think about those wedges. I'm like, dang.
But back to your point, because fair is fair, that was one awkward moment here. Our first awkward moment we ever had was actually at the ranch.
With the two of you?
All
three of us.
Oh, all three of you.
And then
Really?
a couple friend of ours.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, that was there.
What happened?
Well, I'm talking about the very first time we went in.
Okay.
So what happened was, you know how the ranch goes. There's always a lurker or two, or
Oh, yeah,
three,
for sure.
or four, or
They
five.
pay for that gold membership.
Oh
Right.
my god! One time we were fucking downstairs, and I on the open beds, and I pulled out, and dude literally hit a guy with my ass. He was like right there, like what? And I was like, oh, excuse me, and he was all, can I watch? Motherfucker, you were already right there. Are you fucking serious? You need to step back. Step back.
Give me some feet.
Stop it. Bubble.
Give me 50.
God damn it. Yeah. So, oh my God. Yes. Oh God, dude.
So it was our first time at the ranch, and because it was our first time, I went into Dom mode, and I gave her specific things to listen for and to follow.
Okay.
And this would keep her focus here.
No shit.
In case things started escalating in her in
My
her
head
anxiety would
being
take over.
like, oh my
and her
god, new
anxiety starts getting in.
place.
You know,
And,
she knew we were playing a role.
Okay.
And in that moment, we went downstairs, and you know how the big area is. It's open. It's ready. Balls to the wall.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So I knew that she wasn't quite ready for that, so I kind of eased her in a little bit. You know, I would give her specific instructions like take off your top, drop your top. You know, pull me out. You know, stroke me, suck me, whatever.
Go
And,
rub on Ray.
yeah, go rub on
kiss
her,
Ray.
make out with her,
Yeah.
hold my drink while I go to the bathroom, don't let it drop, hold her drink at the same time so she has two hands, you know. Very specific things so that she understood that she had a role to play.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
had a task and I wasn't overwhelmed with everything around me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one moment, we were seeing an orgy happening. It's more like 7 people, but it was happening near us, right? And I saw her looking at the girl with the big booty because she has a thing for big booty.
There you go.
They both do, actually. And I've been blessed with that, so I'm not complaining. So I saw her looking at her, and I said, look, I need you to, from here on out, you see what's happening. I want you to follow your eyes with her, and if she rides dick, I want you to walk up to the edge of the bed and I want you to look. Get the full view. And there was a couple times where it looked like she was getting up on top of one, but she didn't. And she was getting ready to stand up and go, and I was like, oh no, not ready. And she eventually did.
Okay.
In that moment, she stood up. She walked over there with her top down, and she started watching this girl riding this guy. And out of nowhere, one of the lurkers comes out.
Oh.
Because she was watching. He didn't realize that she was playing a role. And immediately starts hitting on her. Mm-hmm. And I forgot exactly what the words were, but I could tell she was incredibly uncomfortable with it.
Creep. My face. Creep. Yes. But he could see it on my face, and I didn't want to make it such a big deal because there was a lot of people down there. Yeah. So I'm just like...
I know, and you don't want to put anybody off like that, right?
Right.
That's my wife.
Yeah. That's me. I don't want to make everybody else in the room uncomfortable.
Correct.
And I also don't want to be the bitch that's like ruining the mood.
Correct. You had couples fucking in front of me, and then everybody watching the couple fucking, and then a creep.
Yes.
And you're just like, I don't know what to do at this point. This is my first time here.
Oh, God.
Now, mind you, I'm in the couch on the corner with her, and we're watching because I want to make sure she's doing her duty that she's supposed to be doing. And she had a countdown to do. And in my head, I have the countdown going on. And I'm like, okay, she's nowhere near the end. And this guy's just talking to her. And I could see it in her face. She was uncomfortable. Yeah, in that moment. And then I see her snap real quick. And I don't know what she said, but the guy got the hit real quick. And he bounced. That was
good shit, girl.
Isn't that said, no, thank you. I'm actually here with somebody.
That's it. And that's all you needed to say.
Yep. Yeah. And that alone is, and it's so empowering just to be able to say no.
Oh my God. Because I have the right to.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And nobody should be on you for that shit.
Correct.
Too, Yeah. So.
Yeah, it was a great time. Like I said, that was an awkward scenario because that was her first time. And I think that she really enjoyed it because we've been there time and time again.
Yeah, like she said, it's so empowering, and just to say, because my wife, I would go to the bathroom when we first got, and, fucking vultures, they're all, and I'm just like, dude, just fucking tell them no. Yeah. If you ain't into it, tell them no. And she's like, I don't know if I can do it.
You're right. You don't want to hurt their feelings.
You don't want to hurt their feelings.
Yeah. Tell them motherfuckers no.
But just on that other side of it, how does that make you feel, though, when that happens?
Now I'm to the point where I don't even have to think about it anymore. Like, if they ask me a question and I know, I'll immediately, nope. Nope. Because I've said no so many times, it's easy now. Yeah. It's not hard. And, I say no way more often than I say yes. And that's okay.
Yes.
And I bet you, I'm sure that's with a lot of females that, in the sex clubs and dick and vagina comes at us like, constantly. Yeah.
It's a revolving door.
Right. Yeah. And I think for men, it's hard because, as you said in your initial awkward story, they can strike out really easily. They can be in this scenario where, like, I'm on board and it's our first time and I'm so excited and I'm going to try everything that I can with you and I'm going to rub up on you and I'm going to I'm going to try everything I can to make you want me. And, well, sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Not flying.
And you have to say no. And that's okay. Learn how to say no.
Yeah, and I give her, like I said, we talk before every party, before we go anywhere where there's a potential that something could happen. And so I can feel her out. So I can be however she needs me to be in that moment, or her. Right. She also relies on her a lot. So, and there's been many scenarios, and we've talked about doing several different things. It's kind of weird because it's like, at the Halloween party, that was her first time getting tied up, and she fucking loved it.
Oh, God, she was such a different high, and I was like,
so wet. I was
okay. We'll be doing this again.
Next time we're bringing a bucket.
Just put it under the chair.
There you go.
Once again, thank you guys. Thanks for sharing your FAFAs. If you want to catch more of them, check out their episode on YouTube. Head over there and hit that bell, and then every time that a new episode comes out, you'll be notified.
Hell yeah, especially theirs.
Bye, Ishes.